Hi, everybody. If you just want to log in and get your cameras turned on so we can see your smiling faces, that'd be awesome. Hey, Bruce.
How are you, Scott?
Ooh, very festive. I like it.
We try.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, Merry Christmas. Got a couple more people logging in here.
Good.
God, if you weren't so far away, I would have sent you a cookie basket.
I accept cookie baskets. I'll wait for them.
Yeah, it's a little hard to ship them.
These days.
All right, everybody. Let's get rolling here. Looks like we'll have a small but mighty group tonight. Thank you for being here. My name is Scott Carter. I'm the Executive Vice President for Saber, and this is our new member experience meeting for the month of December. So happy holidays to everybody. Hopefully no one's been driven too crazy yet. We got a couple more weeks to go. I've got two little ones at home, and so every day is it Christmas? Is it Christmas? Is it Christmas yet? 10 days from now it will be Christmas, and then we can just move on. But anyway, we are very, very thankful that one, you decided to join us tonight, but also that you decided to join Saber. We're very appreciative that you've decided to take part in our baseball community. So we want to use this time to introduce you to some of our key benefits of your membership, as well as take a quick tour around the website so you can make the most out of your time in Saber. This will be really informal. It'll be me talking a lot. So if you have any questions, feel free to stop me. We will have some Q&A at the end if you have any questions. But if you think of something later, you can always email me. I'll drop my email address in the chat. So don't feel like you missed out your opportunity to ask a question. We're always here to help. You can always drop us a line, whether that's the staff or the board or our ambassador team. We're always here to help. So above all, Saber is a community of like-minded baseball fans. We're all here for the same reason, and that's because we absolutely love the game of baseball. We all have that in common, no matter where we're from or who our teams may be, or what era or niche in baseball that we're excited about. So I wanted to do a little icebreaker that we do every month. It's not terribly painful. I promise it goes by quick. And I wanted to introduce a couple special guests first, so you all you new members can meet them. First, we've got Allison, Levin, and Bill Nallen. If you guys could just raise your hands. Allison and Bill are both on the Saber board of directors. So it's important for us to show you that the Saber board is approachable and involved. And if you have any questions, like I said, that you can't reach the staff, the board is also a good resource to reach out to. Also wanted to introduce Bruce Mcclure, who's one of our new member ambassadors. Hey, Bruce, who's got the most festive backdrop for today. So you win, sir. Very nice. And Bruce helps me out with welcoming new Saber members, as they sign up. So very, very glad to have Bruce here. So any of the four of us, we can answer any questions you have. So what I like to do is basically just go around the horn. I'll call on you in just the order I see in my screen, and I just want you to tell me your name, where you're from, and who your favorite ball club is. That's simple as that. We'll just keep it moving, and we'll get into the meat and potatoes here. So why don't we start with Allison?
Okay, hi, I'm Allison. As Scott said, I'm on the board of directors. I am born and raised in St. Louis, which by birth means I have to be a St. Louis Cardinals fan. I did go away to college and picked up a rather unusual same league second team, but I also am a big fan of the Los Angeles Dodgers. So those are my two teams.
Great. I decided not to divulge my loyalties until the end this time. I'm going to see if that sways anybody. But Bill, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Bill Nowlin. That may be where my name is. I was born in the city of Boston. And guess what? I'm a Red Sox fan. Have been for many, many years now. It's been a good century.
Awesome. Thanks for being here, Bill. Bruce, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself real quick?
I guess I'm on. Yep, my name is Bruce Mcclure. I am a Saber ambassador from New London, New Hampshire. Like I say every month, don't blink driving through. You absolutely will miss it. Started out as a young'un, as a Red Sox fan, Bill, and have adopted the Mets as well.
Is it Showalter? Is that the guy? Is that happening?
I don't know. I guess we're going to see. It sounds like it's going to be Showalter, but it's the Mets. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen. All right, let's go to Tony. Tony, is it Malika? Oh, it looks like you might be frozen.
Yeah,
oh, there you are.
yeah,
Hey, Tony.
yes, you did pronounce it correctly. Kudos to you. I'm Tony Malika from Athens, Ohio. I'm a Cleveland lifelong fan. Now the Guardians.
Very cool. Very cool. First mention of a Guardians fan on one of these calls, so we're happy to hear it. Welcome, Tony.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Tom Gaynor.
Hi, good evening, everybody. I'm Tom Gaynor. I live in Plantation, Florida. That's where I am tonight. It's a suburb of Fort Lauderdale. But I do have a little studio apartment that overlooks Fenway Park until they maybe block it off with a Turnpike project. But my favorite team is the Red Sox.
All right. Well, welcome, Tom. Let's go to Christopher.
Hi, my name is Chris Yorzy. I was born and raised in Brooklyn. I'm a Mets fan. I currently split my time between New York and Pennsylvania.
Very cool. Very cool. Welcome, Chris.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see. Miss Sally.
Miss Sally. Hey, Sally Gaskill. I live in Bloomington, Indiana, which is not near any major league team, but I was born and raised in Kansas City. So I am a long-suffering Kansas City Royals fan.
Very cool. Very cool. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Let's go to Richard Albert.
Hey, I'm in Lakeland, Florida. I was born and raised in Long Island, New York. I'm a Yankees fan, so sorry, Red Sox fans. And that's it.
Well, welcome. Very, very welcome. I mean, there's always at least one Yankees fan and always at least one Red Sox fan. That's a given. So welcome aboard. We got to keep the streak going. And let's see, last but not least, Andrew Hamilton. I don't see your smiling face, but feel free to just chime in.
Can you hear me at all?
We can hear you just fine.
That's perfect. Having some technical difficulties with the video. So
all good.
Yeah, born and raised in Bangor, Maine, and currently living in Candia, New Hampshire. And
not far from me.
Definitely a Red Sox fan. So happy to be here.
Well, thank you, Andrew. I think that means the Red Sox take it going away today. I saved my preferences for the end. I grew up in Southern California. I'm a lifelong Los Angeles Dodgers fan. Allison usually gives me that +1 bump in these meetings, but this is, I think, the first time I've been shut out of new members of Dodger fans. So, wah. Anyway,
Two Granite Staters. That's pretty impressive.
That is, Bruce. How far apart are you guys?
I'm not exactly sure. My geography, because I've only been up here since August. My geography isn't all that great. I'm in New London, Andrew. You're in Candia?
In Candia, just outside of Manchester.
So yeah, so that's about a half hour, 45 minutes for me. That's not far at all.
Very cool. Very cool. As you guys have hopefully figured out, we want to make sure that you guys have connections within the organization, so you can feel free to reach out to people. That's what Saber is about, is finding your people and finding the people that are interested about the same things that you're interested about. Because as we'll cover, Saber's got a lot of different topics that you could be really, really into. So whether that's analytics and the future of the game, or history dating back to either 19th century or mid-century, there's all of it within the Saber umbrella, and our job is to help you find what you're interested in and connect you with those people and that information. So very cool. Well, thanks for doing that. Hopefully it wasn't too terribly painful. And I think we will now start with our tour, our tour element of the program. So I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to take a quick jaunt through the Saber website. All right, just give me a quick thumbs up if you can see that.
You're good.
Very good. Thank you, Allison. Okay, first and foremost, if you don't know how to get to the Saber website, which I would be shocked if you didn't, because you all managed to sign up. So I take it as you knew how to get to saber.org. Saber.org is our homepage, and really one of the most robust baseball sites in the world. We're going to quickly go through how you log into your Saber account and get into your account and kind of do some back end stuff. So on the homepage, you'll notice this member login link right here at the top right of the screen. Let's go ahead and click that. And I need to sign in before I do that. So it'll give you a sign in screen. I'm going to sign in. I've got my credentials saved. If you ever forget your password, you can always click here to reset your password. If that doesn't work, if you're just having trouble, feel free to shoot us an email on the staff and we can help you out. It's easy to reset it for you. All right. Okay, so once you're logged in and you click on that login link, you're going to find yourself on this members hub page. And these are really like the main crux of what you want to see as a Saber member. But we're gonna start by going to this little link up here that says my profile, because that's really all your informational stuff. So on this page, you can see you can update your address. So if you move or you change your phone number, you can update that here. This little line right here, which most of you probably updated when you signed in or signed up for Saber, this area, research, interest, and expertise. This allows people to search for you in the directory. So even if you're not I'm not by any means an expert on the Los Angeles Dodgers. I can't tell you, who the starting, our opening day starter was every year going back to, 1945, but that is my favorite team. So if people want to search, out Dodger fans, I want them to be able to find me. And likewise, I want to be able to find other Dodger fans. So this, your interests are key here. So make sure you list them so then people can find you and you can find them. If you now go up here and you want to, what we're going to do next is we're going to click on the directory link. One of the great things about Saber, as we're talking about making connections, is the directory within Saber. You can search for anyone who's a member and pull up their information. You can search by name, you can search by chapter, you can search by interest. So like I said, if you know somebody's name and you want to contact them, so let's see if we can find Bill Nallen. There's Bill, and we can pull up Bill's information and stalk him a little bit. He doesn't mind. Or likewise, like I said, if you wanted to search for a key term and pull up anybody who's interested in a particular topic. So let's look for the New York Yankees. You'll see we'll pull up everybody who list New York Yankees in your actual research, interest, and expertise. So the directory is great. Like I said, I mean, there's the amount of folks that are within Saber, it's pretty staggering across the baseball spectrum. So you've got sports writers, team officials, front office members, players, coaches, former players, coaches, researchers, like I said, writers, students, and then also just general passionate baseball fans who just love reading and writing about baseball. So you can really find everybody here in the directory. The next link we're going to check out in your profile section is the groups. And this is an area where you can locate different chapters and different groups.
Your audio is a little icky.
Is it icky for everybody?
Yeah, your mic is cutting in and out.
Oh no, that's not good.
That's a little better, Scott.
Better?
No.
Sorry about that.
I think you're better.
Yeah, there's also a kid riding around in a quad outside my house. So sorry about that all. So on this groups page, you'll be able to see all the chapters and all of the research committees that are available for you to join. When you signed up, you selected a chapter, your primary group to sign up for, and typically most people just sign up for the closest chapter to them geographically, but you are welcome to join any chapter in the country, in the world. So you'll see over here, like, available groups. If I want to join the East Tennessee chapter, I can just click this join group link right here. And now I'll get emails from them about upcoming events and things that they've got going on. So This is great, especially now that, our chapters are still doing a lot of virtual events. So you can gain notifications on virtual events that you can attend online. If they've got a speaker that you're interested in, you can do that. Like I said, these are just, I'm just mentioning chapters here, but you could also search for research committees. So say, for instance, you love baseball cards and you want to be a part of the baseball cards research committee. You can join that committee and get notifications from them on projects that they've got going on. Very easy to join other groups. Just want to make sure that we drive that home, that you have the ability to join whatever Saber group that you'd like. You're not just stuck with the chapter that you signed up for when you join Saber. Okay. Now we're going to go to some less fun stuff, but important nonetheless. We're going to go up here and let's go to this Invoices link right here underneath your name and profile. And what I want to show you this here is if you click on this membership tab, this will show you what your membership status is. So if you're ever like, I can't remember when I signed up and I can't remember when I renew, this tab will show you everything you need to know. So for instance, I'm on a 1-year membership. I auto renew, as most of you will. And my membership is current through August 31st of 2022. And then below, you'll see all my outstanding invoices. You'll see right here that I've got an automatic bill that's going to be charged next August of 2022. I can update credit card information here. If I want to cancel that automatic bill, I can do that with that red little X, but it's an easy way to know what is happening with your membership. Of course, if you can't find this again, as is often to happen, shoot us an email and we can always help you out with your membership, whether that's looking to renew or just kind of see what the status is of your membership. All right, enough of that. Let's go back to some more fun stuff. Okay, we're going to go back out to the main page now. Seeing that you guys have all been members, I think for I don't know if anybody's joined within the last week or not that's on this call. So hopefully everyone has already received our email newsletter, which comes out every Friday afternoon. If you have not received one, let me know. But if you also like to go back and look at archives of our newsletter, just click on this latest news link right here on the main page. Scroll all the way to the bottom and you'll see This Week in Saber. So here, for instance, is last Friday's issue. I just wanted to dive into one of these to show you kind of all the cool information that in these newsletters, because there's an awful lot of stuff. I won't test you on all the stuff that's in the newsletter, but it's literally everything that's going on in the world of Saber is condensed right here. So it's a good place to start and kind of knowing what's happening within the organization. So we always have news of the day. So last week we led off with Tim Kirchen getting a Baseball Writers Career Excellence Award. Tim Kirchen, a longtime Saber member. Talk about some bios for folks that got elected into the Hall of Fame class. We talk about the Saber bookshelf a little bit. I want to scroll down. We'll always have news about events. So we've opened up registration for the analytics conference next March. I want to scroll down here to show you our events section. So we'll always list all of our chapter events within the newsletter. You can see everything that's going on. We usually typically highlight a can't miss event. So it looked like our Pee Wee Reese chapter in Louisville was had Jim Cott, who just got announced that he was going into the Hall of Fame. So that's a great event that happened on Monday, it looks like. So some of these virtual events, like I said, anybody can join them. A lot of our chapters have gone back to in-person meetings and mix in virtual and in-person. So again, these are all meetings that you can join if they're virtual. And then also, like I said, the in-person events are being held as well. So the bottom of the newsletter will have links to new biographies that are posted in the Bio Project. We'll talk about that a little bit. One of the links that I like is down at the very bottom, where we will talk about articles around the web that have been written by Saber members. So it's just, this is always a great way to be like, okay, who's in Saber, who's writing about what? A nice little link dump there so you guys can check that out. So again, This Week in Saber is a fantastic read. Every week I look forward to getting it. And like I said, it's always going to give you the most up-to-date, comprehensive look at what's happening within the world of Saber. Okay. Next thing I want to talk about is one of the biggest perks of Saber membership, and that is our digital library. And we're going to click on this publications link right here. And this is going to take us to our digital library. And as a Saber member, you have the ability to download any of these books as an electronic version for absolutely free. It comes with your membership. And we've got more than 75 Saber published books at this point that you can download for free. And I'll show you how to do that. Our latest book is a book on Baltimore baseball, but if you click on this more titles link here, you'll see that we've got a ton more, literally on most subjects that you can imagine. One of my favorites that we've done recently is this compilation on Jackie Robinson. So if you just click on this, I'll show you how to kind of download an electronic version. You'll click on your book, you'll scroll down, you'll see this big screaming link here. It says, Saber members get this ebook for free. And you go, yes, that's what I want to do. So click on the ebook link there. Select the type of file that you want. So PDF is fine with me. You can see that my price is zeroed out to $0 since I'm a Saber member and I'm already logged in. And then from here, it's a simple checkout. Once you check all the way out, you'll get an email to your email inbox with a link to download this publication. So very cool. Like I said, you know, if you're saving $10 an electronic book, and we've got over 75 books available, do the math. That's over, you know, that's over $750 in value. That's right there. So I encourage you to dive into our digital library, find some books that you enjoy, download and read them. You can also purchase them paperback copies at half off. So again, great perk for Saber membership. Check it out. Highly recommend it. Am I missing anything on our publications, Bill, since you're our publications guru?
No, that's a good job there.
Yes. Nice. Awesome. Fantastic. Okay. Moving along. I know I'm going quick, but I want to get everybody back to their holiday festivities, whatever those may be. We're going to talk about the research collection. Now, Saber's website is known for our robust research collection and the ability to search that research collection. So if you have something on your mind, you want to look up something, whether it's a topic, whether it's a player, a game, a team, good place to start right here is a search bar and just dial something in. So let's just talk about who's in the news. We'll talk about we're talking about Buck Showalter. Let's see what we've got on Buck Showalter. We can see we've got biography, journal articles that mention Buck, latest news. We got a Q&A in here with Buck Showalter, books that mention him. So again, just one good way to find what you look for is just search that research collection with that search bar. You can also
Mike again.
What's up?
There goes your mic again, buddy.
Oh no. Am I good?
Yeah. I don't know.
Gotta keep plugging.
Keep plugging. Yeah.
I'll
keep talking. And if I cut out, I'll send you a link to an old one where you can watch me talk. The research collection, if you click on that link here and you dive into this, it's got some other great links that you can check out. I recommend the Biography Project and the Games Project are great places to start. Let's click on the Bio Project. And the Biography Project is a committee that has put out more than 5,500 bios on folks in and around baseball. You can search for anybody who we've already written. There's topics you can look for. There's different, there's new bios here. There's random bios that you can search for. The great thing about the Bio Project is that any Saber member can contribute it. All you got to do is be a Saber member. If you're interested in getting involved and you want to, you know, I joined Saber, I'd love to write something. I'd love to figure out how to get involved. The Bio Project and the Games Project, which is kind of like the mirror image of biographies, but just written about games, is a great place to get involved. So you can click on this. You can see that we've got this get involved, the Bio Project resource pages, or the frequently asked questions link. and it'll show you how to get involved, who to talk to, what you would potentially want to do. But I'm showing you this just because if you're interested in actually writing something within Saber, this is a great place to start. If you search for somebody and you see that a biography for your favorite player growing up isn't written, maybe you can be the one that writes it. So again, Bio Project and Games Project, awesome resources, and they're all been contributed by Saber members, and you could be the next one to write one. They are super in depth, a lot of fun to read. We'll click on one. Oh, see, it's Kevin McCarthy, not assigned. Who wants to write it?
Red Sox player, right?
So you go, like you can just see what kind of biographies we're talking about here. These are fantastic pieces. A lot more than what you're going to see on the back of a baseball card. A lot of good stuff here. Okay, I know I zoomed through that. Again, the Games Project is similar to the Biography Project, but instead of writing about biographies about specific players, there's stories on specific games. Good stuff. You can search through no-hitters, all-star games, whatever you'd like to search for. All very, very robust. You can spend hours on here just digging through what Saber members, fellow Saber members have written. All right. Gonna head back out here. One thing I'll mention briefly, the Baseball Research Journal is our flagship publication, comes out twice a year. Most members will receive a printed copy of that unless you've elected to receive digital copies of it. So we send one out in the fall, we send one out in the spring. You'll get that in your mailbox, unless, like I said, unless that you've selected that you will receive those electronically rather than a paperback copy. And then the National Pastime is our other flagship publication that comes out in the summer, and all members receive an electronic version of this publication annually. All right, let's go back to our login screen, and we're going to talk about some of our members only research resources. So remember this members hub, we're going to click on this research resources link right here. So click on learn more. And it'll pull you into this database here of resources that are only available to Saber members, to active Saber members. The biggest two are right here at the top. We have included in your Saber membership are the entire sporting news archive. So you can actually search the sporting news archives going back to their founding. You can just click on that link right there. You'll scroll down to Missouri, where the sporting news was published. You can search a term here. And we'll see what we pull up. This is great. I remember reading the sporting news as a kid. So this is a lot of fun to be able to search through. And you can see when we, look, where'd he go? We search for Yankees, and it'll highlight every instance of Yankees that was written in this particular article. So that's the sporting news. Again, the entire archives are available to you as a Saber member. You also have a subscription to the newspapers.com World Collection included in your Saber membership dues. So once you click on this, that's that screen. We've got over 10,000 papers, local, regional, going back some as far as the 18th century, where you can search for different things. So again, these are great resources, not just for researchers, but just general fans looking to find cool information. You can also scroll down past these two, and you can see many of the databases that we keep within Saber, and these are great. These are really fun to check out. Lots of fun stuff here. I like to point out our how to do sabermetrics, guide to sabermetric research, which a lot of folks come into this, tying Saber and sabermetrics together. This is a great place to start if you're interested in doing your own data research. If you're interested in just doing more general baseball research, this how to do baseball research guide here is fantastic. Lots of interesting stuff. Again, you can get lost for hours on some of the databases that we've kept here within the members' research resources. Okay. Let's go back up here and I'm going to quickly click on this members home link right here. This is a pretty cool one-stop shop for basically anything you might forget where it lives. You can see like, oh, hey, where's my profile here? How does it get to the directory? Here it is. How do I renew? Here you go. If you want to donate to the organization, here it is. All the most important links are all kind of right here within this members hub. The last thing that we are going to talk about before I let you guys go is our events calendar. So let's click on events here. And it'll take us to our events page. Saber puts on a number of very, very awesome events every single year. Our next big event will be Saber Day, which we'll have national programming on February 5th. It'll be virtual. This national programming will be virtual, which anybody can join and watch. The analytics conference will be virtual this year. It'll be held on March 18th through 20, which is one of my favorite things that happens annually. It's a very, very fun event. Even if you think you know a little bit about data analytics and statistics, and just come to the analytics conference and just have your mind blown about what people are thinking about and what's next in the world of baseball. It's a lot of fun. And it's really, you get to see who's pushing the envelope in new directions. It's really a really cool event. And then the pendulum swings all the way in the other direction. And we've got a conference on 19th century baseball. So it just kind of shows you the breadth and scope of Saber's expertise and the members that really thrive here. You've got analytics here, and then our 19th century baseball committee puts on a fantastic conference every year that really dives into baseball in the 1800s.
Are all these conferences virtual, or
Nope,
are they in person?
No, next year, most of them will go back to being in person. So the analytics conference will be virtual in March. The Jerry Malloy Negro League conference will be in person in June in Birmingham. And then the big one that I was getting to is our annual convention, which is scheduled to be held in person in Baltimore at the end of August. So it's been 2 years in the making. The virtual conference hasn't been held in a couple of years now, or the annual convention hasn't been held in a couple of years now. So everybody's really chomping at the bit to get out and see each other. So that's the big one in Baltimore. Convention will be an absolute blast. And then another great committee event is our Women in Baseball Conference, which happens in the fall. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, we've got a Google Events calendar here where you can see chapter meetings. So again, if you missed them in This Week in Saber, you can always jump in here and see what's happening, where things are going down. If you click on these, you can see. So for instance, the Baltimore chapter had a meeting today at noon. You can see that it was a Zoom event. You could have clicked on this, registered, and you could have been involved in the Baltimore chapter meeting today. Okay. I think that's it, everybody. I went through that in record speed, mostly because you couldn't hear me. So I was like, I'm just going to get through this. But is there any questions, anything that we can dive more in depth for? Any questions for the board or for Bruce? Happy to answer them. Want to make sure that you all know that we are here to help.
I have a specific question here. This is Tom. I just got this. Can you see this? This picture of Hank Aaron, right?
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. It says on the back, it's a brilliant picture. It says circa 1960, Hank Aaron, Fenway Park. The All-Star game wasn't in Fenway Park that year. Looks like there's a tarp on here. I should use the research to figure out what would Hank Aaron be doing in Fenway Park in 1960?
That's a great question.
Home runs hitting contest? I don't know, but I should try to check it out and see if I can.
I would, Bill, where would you recommend he starts with that query?
Well, I'm making a note to myself right now. I was going to try to look it up and send you a note.
Oh, great.
Well, thanks. I over the years, I built up my ways of looking for certain things, but yeah, I don't know.
Is that dated on the back at all?
It just says
Well,
1960.
all of these they have are handwriting. I think it might be the people that I'm sure I'm saying his name right. I got tons of the Breeley pictures. Is that how you even say his name? But
Brearley.
Brearley. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's handwritten on the back on almost all of the ones I got. So
Because
this was
the
research.
second
He
All-Star
he was
game
a
at
pretty prominent photographer in the Boston area, so
Yeah.
it's probably correct.
The second All-Star game in 1960 was in Yankee Stadium on July 13th. So it's entirely feasible. He was in Fenway Park in July of 60 for whatever reason.
But to get his picture taken with the Braves, maybe a commercial. I mean, who
Could have been a
knows?
commercial, that could have been anything. Braves were out of there by then. Interesting.
Yeah.
That'd be something to put up into the member forum. Take a picture of that front and back and connect with some people, see if they can help you identify when that photograph was taken.
Yeah, there are a couple of different ways to connect with different members. Saber L is a listserv that every night there are a few questions of that very nature that people ask each other and try to answer.
Good point.
A lot of members, we need to have a better way for members to connect with each other through various forums and all of it. We're working there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks,
My-
Tom.
My advice is if you get stuck with research, ask Bill. I mean, that's not the official answer, but that's my answer.
That's what I was
Is
kind of almost.
Do the
that's
best
what I
you
was kind of
can,
trying
look
to do.
around for everything, and especially with Red Sox.
Especially with
Oh, there
Red
you go,
Sox.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I enjoy doing that. I'm retired now, so I can afford to do that kind of stuff, and it's good. I enjoy
Yeah,
it.
the Yoki book was just tremendous. I enjoyed that so much. I mean,
you.
it was just tremendous.
That's terrific.
Very cool. Very cool.
Don't hesitate to ask any member of the board at any time. We wouldn't be on the board if we didn't want to hear from people.
Yeah, I agree 100% with Bill, and it wouldn't be one of these meetings if I didn't say what I say every meeting, which is we talk a ton about research in these meetings because that's where you get so much value from your membership, but don't feel like you have to be a researcher to be a Saber member. You'll find your people. Everybody does different things. I research, but I research in my own crazy Allison way. And it's not stuff that's going to show up in, the games project or the bio project. I present at some of the conferences, but I do things like looking at walk-up music for every player. So it's not showing up in the same way, but I found my people who get it and want to send me links to people's walk-up music. You will find your people. Just, keep an open mind and reach out to the people, join a lot of committees, join a lot of groups, and you'll find your people.
Allison is spot on. I don't think anybody could have said it any better.
Yep. You go to a lot, check out different chapter meetings, go to different events. You'll hear from a lot of different folks. But if does anybody else have any other questions, or we good to dismiss class? Awesome. Well, hey everybody, we appreciate you joining us tonight. I know everyone has got a lot going on, especially this time of year. But we appreciate your membership. We appreciate you joining us tonight. If you have any questions whatsoever, drop us a line, give us a call. We want to hear from you. And happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Thanks all.
Take care.
Have a good night.
Thank you.